Ahoy! Well, I'm trying to get this boat launched, and I'm working on a bunch of stuff at once. And right now, one of the things I'm working on is replacing the raw water intake hoses, because just like every other old hose on this boat, they're all dry rotted, and even though they didn't leak, they were probably going to soon. So the raw water system is down here, and yeah, nice to get the light on there. So yeah, the raw water comes in this pipe that comes through that bulkhead there. There's a seacock, and it comes up here, and the raw water strainer is where I've cut these hoses and removed it because I cleaned it. I rebuilt it and got new gaskets and got it all clean. And that's what this episode is about. While I'm doing all the rest of this, but it really does undergo quite a transformation, so I'll show that to you here. Alright, so I finally got this thing out of here. And yeah, it looks like you can just take it all apart. And you take these nuts off and you can kind of disassemble it. It's like glass. Eesh. But yeah, it needs to be cleaned. There's a lot of scunge on the inside there. Yeah, let's just take this all apart and see how that works. Yeah, so you take this wing nut off, and then you loosen this one, and then you can just sort of, it just hinges down, and then you take, where it says open to clean, take that off, and then you pull out the strainer basket. Looks like that. See, and then inside of it, the water comes in here through there, and then it goes out. I guess it comes in here and then goes out through goes down inside the strainer basket and then out the screen, because the outlet is on the outside of it. We get this apart and we can see like how everything works. And it's pretty basic, right? Take these 4 screws off, and I think the whole thing kind of comes apart. Alright, so the little nuts are off of here, and then it takes a 7/16 socket, and it's got these little lock washers. They're like little sprockets. Okay, man, there's like all kinds of... This thing is really dirty. Alright. And there's something else holding this together. Oh, wait. Oh, it's screwed onto the back. How do you... Oh, you take the bottom off. Okay. Alright, so I gotta take the bottom off because the top is screwed onto the back and you can't get to it, so you gotta take the bottom off here. Okay, and then once this screw is out of here, this actually slides up and off because there's slots there, not holes, see? So it just slides down onto there. So there it is, it's off. And I think I can take it apart now. Ooh. Yeah, so the top, you know, once you get the screws out or the nuts out, it just sort of lifts off like that. And you can see here on the outlet, there's like this channel to let the water back out through the outlet after it's gone through the filter. There, you see that? It's like a little weird looking mouth on there. And then this has just got some and I don't know whether this is glass or some kind of plastic. I don't know. Alright, let's do a little bit more work. Okay, and a little thumb pressure lifted that out. So it's kind of icky. It is kind of icky. Yeah, boy. I want to say this is plexiglass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's plexiglass. They wouldn't use glass for this thing. So, man, that's pretty gross. I think it's old, like antifreeze residue that sort of stays there. It doesn't ever actually kind of get cleaned out. All right, I'm gonna get some paper towels. Well, these cleaned up pretty well. I didn't have to do much of the strainer basket because that's stainless steel. But yeah, I used. I mean, these are all nice. These are really nice bronze, you know, castings. You can actually read where it says in and out for the sides of the pump. And then here's the bottom piece. And there's a little bit of oxidation there, but I mean, and then so yeah, I used this Barkeeper's Friend soft cleanser, which is kind of a oh yeah, and the top comes right off. You know, you just sort of spread it on there. It's a paste, and you just can kind of leave it on there to work. And then, you know, I took a pretty, you know, like a tile brush and cleaned it, and then I used a harder, like a wire brush, and you know, like Scotch-Brite, and my trusty Swiss Army knife. I got most of the there's little specks in here that I think I'm done getting those out. So, and I discovered that the gaskets are actually cork, and you know, they were so dirty, you know, they were black, and so I thought they were rubber, but no, they're cork. And Chandlery had new ones, so the cork gasket kit, and yeah, those are the same. There's the top and bottom gaskets for the cylinder, and then there's a smaller gasket that goes in the lid. And so that's all. Those are the ones. So, all right, I'm going to put it back together. Okay, so those gaskets look kind of nice in there. And then here's this just goes in there. Now, I noticed that the top of it is symmetrical, right? You know, that there's those little slots that mount on the board. They're on both sides, and then so you can actually orient this. I guess you put it. I guess it doesn't matter which way you put it. So suppose I've got it mounted here, and I put the label on the side because I want to be able to look, through right at the strainer basket, just to kind of give it a cursory inspection without opening up the top. But when it was installed before, the inlet was over here and the outlet was over here, and then the Raycor pump was here, the Raycor filter was here. So, and based on where the seacock and the engine was, the hoses had to cross, because it had to cross to get to the inlet here, and the outlet had to go, and then it has to cross back. So I think when I put this back together, I want to orient it. And I think it just goes, I guess you can just actually mount it on the, you can just mount it on either side too, so it doesn't really matter how you put it back together. And I think on the bottom this is a drain plug. You can just unscrew that if you want without having to take the whole thing off, and if you just wanted to drain it, which actually might be a good thing to do when you winterize, because I had antifreeze in here. But if I can just drain that, after I run the antifreeze through the engine, then take that plug out and just drain it and leave it empty over the winter. I think that would be something I will do. Okay, so let me get this assembled. All right, so I got this basically put back together, but I've only hand tightened these 4 nuts. So I think the idea is you need to sort of progressively screw them down tighter. If you look at this old gasket, I mean, that's, you're supposed to compress that cork gasket. That makes it watertight. So that's squeezed pretty tight. So I think you do need to get these down pretty tight. And I think these bolt heads were sticking up, like a good 1/4 inch when I started taking this thing apart. But you don't want to just, it's like when you put the cylinder head back on an engine, you don't just like fully torque one corner and then work around. You got to kind of go in a pattern so you're evenly compressing the gaskets as you tighten it. Well, look at that. That's a nice looking piece of hardware. Looks like something, yeah, I can tell people I bought that off of Captain Nemo. So yeah, these compressed down, I was showing about 3 threads on each bolt before, so I just did that the same. And again, did kind of a crisscross with the socket wrench. So now I'm going to put water in it and see if that sealed up sufficiently well. All right, so I'm just checking for, there's a little bit of water there that dripped, but off of something else. But so I filled this up with water until it was overflowing. That's why I have that bowl there, and I got it propped up with clothespins to keep it level. But I'm just going to leave that there for a while and make sure that the gasket, especially on the bottom gasket there on this rather nice piece of Victorian engineering, seals up good. If I see any moisture on the bottom here, I'll know I might have to tighten these up a little bit more, but I think they're tight enough. I got the water high enough where it should also, I also shouldn't see any drips coming down from the top. So, we shall see. Okay, well, I was out for a good 4 hours. And I kind of moved it around a little bit. I mean, just one little drop came out of the inlet here, which I expected anyway. But no, it's all dry around here. There's no water. So hey, I think when I get when it's ready, I can install it. And it'll be good for another 30 years.